The Barbie's history is fascinating and full of cultural significance, from its origins to the present day. For decades, toys and games have evolved, and the popularity of electronic devices has changed the way children interact with the world around them. However, amid many forgotten toys, the Barbie doll remains one of the few exceptions, staying as one of the most desired toys worldwide for 64 years. The earliest dolls date back to ancient Egypt, around 2000 BC, made of wood or clay. Over time, they reached other civilizations and materials, such as paper, fabric, and porcelain. Most of these dolls represented babies and encouraged girls to imitate maternal tasks. However, it was Ruth Handler, co-founder of Mattel, who revolutionized the world of dolls after noticing her daughter's interest in paper dolls representing adults. From there, the idea emerged to turn these figures into three-dimensional objects. During a trip to Europe, she came across the German doll Bild Lily, made of plastic and targeted at adults, being sold in tobacco shops and bars. Inspired by this German doll, Ruth Handler introduced her own creation, the iconic Barbie, in 1959. Unlike other dolls, Barbie had an adult appearance, which generated controversy at the time. However, the doll quickly became a success, captivating children of all ages around the world. Ruth Handler, co-founder of Mattel, presented the world with a 29 centimeters tall doll representing an adult woman with blonde hair, red lipstick, and a striped swimsuit. Though there were doubts about the doll's acceptance, Barbie became a huge success, selling 350,000 units in its first year. She revolutionized the world of toys, transcending the boundaries of motherhood and inspiring girls to dream of endless possibilities. The astronaut Barbie, launched in 1965, was an example of this, influencing girls to consider careers in space. Barbie also stood out for representing various professions such as race car driver, lawyer, veterinarian, and programmer. At times when these fields were predominantly male, the surgeon Barbie, launched in 1973, showed girls that they too could pursue careers in medicine. For many, Barbie became a feminist icon, breaking stereotypes and encouraging girls to be whatever they wanted. Its cultural impact and geopolitical influence were enormous, reflecting changes in society over the years. However, Barbie also received criticism for perpetuating unrealistic standards of beauty and behavior, evoking diverse feelings, including love and hate. Mattel has responded to these criticisms by creating more diverse and inclusive versions of Barbie, seeking to reflect the diversity of the modern world. Barbie, with all its qualities and revolutionary impact on the toy industry, didn't achieve success by mere chance. Behind its triumph, there was a brilliant, albeit controversial, marketing strategy. Mattel hired Ernest Dichter, a psychologist and marketing specialist known as the father of motivational research, who transformed advertising by studying what motivates people to buy products. Dichter interviewed 45 mothers and 191 girls to understand how to sell the doll. He discovered that mothers didn't like Barbie, but girls adored her. Based on this insight, he created an innovative advertising campaign targeted at children to convince them to ask their parents for Barbie. These commercials boosted sales and helped Barbie reach 350,000 units sold in the first year, with even more sales in the following years. The success in the United States allowed Barbie to transcend borders and become a geopolitical tool, while also sparking controversies and even sales bans. Launched during the Cold War, the doll became part of the United States soft power, spreading its culture and ideals in other countries, especially in Europe and Latin American countries. Although the Barbie sold in the United States remained the same, Mattel made adaptations to make it more appealing in countries with different cultures. Thus, the doll became an essential tool to influence children in various parts of the world, shaping their perception of values and culture according to the interests of the United States. With all of this, Barbie conquered the world and adapted to the culture of different countries, gaining typical outfits and friends with Oriental traits in Japan, India, China, and other places. Regardless of the adaptations, the doll is globally recognized and helped spread American culture and lifestyle to children around the world. Children introduced to Barbie in any country quickly become familiar with the entire Barbie universe, which includes various dolls, action figures, houses, cars, clothes, shoes, and other elements. This phenomenon can lead to rampant consumerism, characteristic of the United States and part of the American dream sold to the world. Over time, Barbie became an undeniable success, expanding into animated shows, video games, movies, and even music. However, she also sparked controversies and criticism. Initially, the doll gained sympathy from the feminist movement, showing girls a world of possibilities. However, in the 1970s, Barbie was criticized for promoting unrealistic beauty standards. The doll also caused outrage when it released a model that came with a scale and tips for losing weight, perpetuating harmful ideas about body and weight. Additionally, Barbie was seen as a symbol of superficiality and intellectual inferiority of women. In 1992, a model with pre-programmed phrases received criticism as the doll claimed that math class was too difficult, receiving numerous backlashes. Barbie faced harsh criticism for lacking racial representation, as initially, there were only blonde dolls with European features. The company attempted to address the issue by launching a line with dolls of other races in the 1980s, but this approach was criticized since the dolls still maintained the same European traits, even those with black skin. Due to these criticisms, Barbie was banned in some countries, especially in Islamic nations like Saudi Arabia and Iran, where the doll was considered a bad influence on children, accused of inciting sexual impulses and promoting consumerism. To work around the bans, local companies created adapted versions of the doll, such as Dar in Iran, Shakira in Morocco, and Fula, a doll with Muslim attire sold throughout the Middle East. Barbie's sales declined due to criticism and bans, prompting Mattel to adapt to the changing times. In 2016, the Fashionistas collection was introduced, featuring dolls in wheelchairs, with prosthetics, vitiligo, and bodies more closely resembling human proportions. This change proved successful, and sales picked up again, leading the company to earn over $1.6 billion in 2021 from the sales of dolls and accessories. Barbie continues to strive to reach new audiences and increase representation. Models like Barbie with a hijab and a recent model with Down syndrome have been launched. Additionally, the doll just starred in theaters worldwide in its first live-action movie, a blockbuster that promises to rake in millions in box office sales and keep Barbie as the coveted dream of generations to come. The company has sought to adapt and evolve to reflect diversity and the demands of today's society, making Barbie a more inclusive and representative figure for children around the world. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to leave a like to support the channel, and see you next time.